Hello, welcome to another episode of Snail Mail with Smokey. As always, I'm Smokey. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you're having a great day wherever you're at. Today I'm going to do another incoming mail day video where I show you all of the postcards that I've received through postcrossing.com, as well as some friend mail and a few other surprises that I've received through the week. Let's begin with the official cards. This is the first official card that I received. This comes from Carla, who lives in the Netherlands. She writes, "Hi, greetings from Holland." This card is a beautiful card that shows lots of multi-views from her town. And so I think it's a wonderful card. I particularly like the churches that are pictured here, and just a really nice looking card. So thank you, Carla. And there is the international stamp from the Netherlands. So thank you for that. The next official card that I received is this one. This really brightened my day and made me smile. This is a little bunny rabbit nestled up next to a guinea pig. I really love it. This comes from Germany. And this person says that they love animals, tattoos, and music. So do I. And I really love this card and really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And then there are the wonderful stamps that they have included along with the postcard. Moving on is this postcard. This one also made me smile. I love this image so much. He's just kind of standing there like, what's going on? Who's over there? What are you doing? You can just imagine what it's looking at, but wanting to make sure that nothing is in the way that's going to harm it or spook it. So just a really cute image. And so thank you so much for sending it. And then there are the German stamps, particularly like this stamp right here. The next official card is this one. This also comes from Germany. This comes from Katja, who lives in Germany. They say greetings from the small town of Aachen in the north of Germany. And so thank you so much, Katja, for this postcard. I really like it. It's a really great image. And then here are the stamps. I think this is a particularly interesting stamp. I think it's a really beautiful stamp. It's one of the newer issues from Germany. I've received it on a couple postcards already, but I'm really happy every time I see it on a piece of mail. So thank you very much for that. Next up is this postcard. This is an alpaca, which qualifies as a long-necked animal. So it will go in my stamps with long-necked animals, postcards with long-necked animals collection. An interesting thing about alpacas, if you didn't know it, their fiber is fire resistant, and their wool is waterproof. So two really great things, and lots of people use their fibers to make coats and blankets and really nice things like that. So I really enjoy this postcard and was very thankful to get it. This comes from Hans, who lives in Germany. And then look at the stamp that Hans has included. It's this stamp, features this lovely kitty cat. This stamp was just released a few months ago. It's part of a series of stamps that Germany's releasing featuring domestic animals. And so I was really excited to get this one. I hadn't seen it yet. So thank you, Hans, for the lovely postcard, as well as the lovely cat stamp. I appreciate it. Well, that's it for official cards. Now we move on to friend mail and swaps. And this is the first card. I really like it. I like it because it's a black and white card. I like it because it has giraffes. But notice it's got these two giraffes and then also a skeleton of a giraffe. I really think that's neat. This comes from my friend Lewis. Lewis lives in Dubai. And so he sends me this card. He says, hello from wonderful Dubai. He says that this is one of his favorite museums, and it is the National History Museum in London. He said he's been there several times, but he wants to go back. I'm very envious of Lewis. Really a place that I want to go, not just going to Great Britain, which is top of my bucket list, but also going to this museum in London would be a highlight for me. So thank you so much. He says he hopes that I like the card. Lewis, love the card. Love the long-necked animals, the giraffes. They're great. And then here is the stamp. Love the stamp. Lewis always sends some of the best stamps on his postcards. They're usually larger stamps, souvenir sheets, and so I really enjoy every time Lewis sends me a card, and it has a different stamp on it. They're always unique. They're always stamps I haven't seen, and I appreciate it. So Lewis, thank you once again for that card. Here is the next card that I received. This comes from Samara, and please excuse me, Samara, if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. I apologize. This comes from Brazil. This was a total surprise to me, and they say, greetings from Brazil. I just watched episode 48, and I thought you would really enjoy this card. So thank you. They watched an episode, and I talked about this stamp. And this is the Postcrossing stamp that Brazil released. I think it is a beautiful stamp. I really like it. And so they've sent me this stamp and also the postcard. So it's kind of a maxi postcard situation. And I love everything about it. So thank you so much for sending it. I really, really appreciate it. It was quite a treat to go to my mailbox and find that card the other day. So thank you. Next is this card. This is a vintage style card of an older Cadillac. I really like this card. I'm not much of a car guy. My grandfather had an old Pontiac. It was, I believe, a 56 Pontiac that I used to like to get in, and I never got to drive it, unfortunately, but I always remember seeing it when I visited my grandparents' house, and so this card reminded me of my grandfather's old Pontiac, so it was a treat to receive this. This comes from Linda, and Linda lives in Canada. And she had reached out to me a while back when I did the episode on the box, and I offered to send a selection of stamps from the box to anyone who wanted them free of charge. If you haven't watched the video, go back and watch it. And yeah, I've still got stamps, so if you would like some, I'm happy to send them to you. They won't cost you a thing. Just drop me a note on Instagram or email. Both of those are linked in the description of this video, and I'll get you some stamps out. But Linda just sent me this card as a way of thanking me for the stamps. And speaking of stamps, those are the stamps that she included on this postcard. So Linda, thank you for the postcard. I'm glad that you received the stamps. I'm glad that you like them, and I know they're going to a great home. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. This is a really beautiful postcard. This comes from Hugo. Hugo lives in Portugal, and he always sends me some really nice postcards, and I'm thrilled to death every time I go to the post box and see it. He says that this is from a village located in Portugal, and it's known by its famous chocolate festival, medieval markets, and Christmas market. So that sounds wonderful. A chocolate festival, a medieval market, and a Christmas market. Hugo, I'm in. I've always wanted to go to a Christmas market. I love all things medieval, so that would also be fun. And I'm not a huge chocolate guy. I'll eat it, but not one of my favorite things. But I think that would also be fun to attend. Mostly when it comes to chocolate, I want chocolate cake. But the only reason I want chocolate cake is so I can put vanilla ice cream on top. So that's my love affair with chocolate. Hugo, thank you. It's a beautiful postcard, And that's the stamp from Portugal that Hugo has placed on here. So thank you so much. Next is this card. I love this postcard. This is a multi-view postcard of London, a place that I am longing to visit. I really want to go to Great Britain. My ancestors are from Great Britain, and I just can't express enough how much that I hope I get to go one day. Also, I want to go to London. I'd like to go to the north part of Great Britain. There's so many things I want to see. A lot of them in this postcard. So although this postcard doesn't come from London, it comes from Rob, who is That Dead Guy. Check him out on YouTube. He does great videos. But Rob just sending some spring and Easter cheer, for he is risen. He's risen indeed. And so thank you, Rob, for this great postcard. And then Rob has really got into decorating. He's got washi tape all the way around it. He's got some Easter egg stickers. He's got these two wonderful stamps. So thank you so much, Rob. Really appreciate it. This is another Easter card. I really like this. I love the bunnies and the purple egg. This comes from Linda, who lives in Georgia. And she just says that she wanted to wish me and my family the best Easter season. So Linda, thank you so much. Happy Easter to you as well. I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for this postcard. She wrote that it was 72 degrees Fahrenheit when she sent that. Linda, that is not fair. Here where I'm at, we have yet to have our first 50-degree day this year. It's been, I think we've got to about 45, but we've yet to reach 50. They're saying maybe next week. We'll see, not holding my breath. But thank you so much. And then there is the stamp that Linda has included. This next postcard is from Aaron, who lives in Denver. And what a wonderful card. I think it's quite whimsical. I love the elephant tiptoeing on the flowers, and just a beautiful card. And then look at how well Aaron has decorated the card with washi and stickers. And so Aaron says it's gorgeous weather in Denver, and that she's going to be able to get outside and enjoy some of the weather. And she says, I hope you're getting some nice weather too. Well, like the previous statement I made, the weather is temperamental. Winter just doesn't seem to want to let go here. I thought it was over. We had some really nice days with the sun shining, the snow doing a lot of melting. But now we've got another storm coming in tonight and tomorrow night. And they're saying we could get several inches of snow, somewhere in the 4 to 8 inch range. So I'm not looking forward to that, and I'm hoping the weatherman is wrong. But they do say that it's going to reach 50 at least one day next week. So we're hoping that spring isn't far off. I know that I don't usually pick a favorite postcard out of all the postcards I get. And I don't do that for a reason. Because anyone that sends me a postcard, they have taken their time, they've taken their money to buy the postcard, to buy the postage, to decorate it, to write it, to send it to me. And every postcard I get is special. And so I don't really play favorites a lot because each one of them is my favorite. But this week there's an exception because there's 2 postcards that I received that they're just my favorites, and for 2 totally different reasons. So I'm going to show those to you now. The first postcard is from David, and David lives in San Francisco, and he sent me a few postcards. And David, you're always so generous. But this is the postcard that David sent me. It is a a pilot license issued by the Galactic Empire for one Darth Vader. And so I love it. I love it that even it has the middle initial A for Anakin Skywalker, which is Darth Vader's true identity. But this card is so great. His hair is helmet. His eyes are amber. It even has his force type there as being Sith. And so it's got his signature. I just love everything about this card. Darth Vader is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Actually, I have two really favorite characters in Star Wars. One is Darth Vader. The other is Emperor Palpatine. I know they're both dark side guys, but I really like their characters. And so, David, an awesome card. One of my favorites that I've ever received, and I really appreciate it. And I thank you so much for that. And then there's the postcard stamp that David has included. The next postcard comes from a man named Alan. And Alan writes to me that he enjoys my channel, and that he collects stamps. And he says some really nice things about my channel, and so I really appreciate it. And so once again, it was a total surprise. But this is the postcard that Alan sent me. Alan lives right where that red star is, which is, I think that's, nope, sorry. The red star is Oklahoma City, of course. I'm sorry. Alan lives up here. Alan lives in a place called Bigsby, Oklahoma. I know Bigsby, Oklahoma very well. It was between the house that I grew up in and my grandparents' house, who lived in a small town called Haskell. So thank you, Alan, for this card from my home state, the great state of Oklahoma. Thank you so very much. Thank you for the kind comments about my channel. I hope you enjoy it. I hope your collecting's going really well. And just thrilled to get a postcard from Oklahoma. It's the first one that I've ever received. It's been 10 years since I moved from Oklahoma to Wisconsin. And so it was nice to get this postcard. So thank you, Alan, very, very much. Finally, the last bit of mail is this. This is an envelope. This comes from Renee Lewis. Renee Lewis has her own YouTube channel. There's a link to her channel in the video description below. Please check her channel out. She does great things with Postcrossing, round robins, and some other fun stuff. You're really going to like her videos, so give her a try. And this is the postcard that she sent me. It comes from Little Rock Central High School, which is a National Historic Site. She says that she enjoyed her spring break and she took time to visit a few museums and historical sites that are local to her, but she just never had the opportunity to visit. Isn't that true? That when you live in a place and there's things there, you're like, it's always here. I can visit it anytime I want. And so many times you don't. And so she sent me a couple of things. And the first thing she sent me was this, and this tells all about the Little Rock High School, Central High School, and about the Little Rock 9, a pivotal point in the civil rights movement here in the United States of America. If you don't know about this school and about the Little Rock 9, I urge you to Google it, to go look it up. It is part of our history, and it really was a monumentous event that happened to get schools integrated. And so there were some very brave men and women back there who back then who did some very courageous things. And so this talks about that, and you can read all about that online. So I really encourage you to do that. Renee, thank you so much. I love history. I haven't read all of this, but I will, and I really enjoy it. She also says that she wanted to send me some of the washi tape that I liked. So yeah, if you watched the last video, Renee sent me some washi tape that has these dinosaurs on it, and I just fell in love with it. And so I mentioned in the video, and Renee was also kind enough to send me some of this. So I'll be using that on future postcards. So Renee, thank you so very, very much. Well, thank all of you. That's it. That's all the postcards I received this week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of your likes and comments. If you haven't done so yet, I would ask that you would please consider subscribing to this channel. I think I'm about 320 subscribers right now. Thank you so much to all of you who subscribe and watch. I appreciate it. But if you haven't done so yet, please just hit the subscribe button right now. I'd really appreciate it. Also, give me a like, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know which postcard you liked. Are you getting any interesting postcards in the mail right now? And so thank you. I really appreciate it. Until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.